Okay, so we have a Div D game now. Is going to be Miss My E versus Screaming Weenies. We are just setting up the lobby to go over to Infernal Shrines. And this map was picked by Miss My E, so hopefully we see what they were planning on this. What they were planning for us on this map. We are waiting on one person, so it's just going to be a few seconds. We do have a lot of Skinergy. I'm hearing we might have Skinergy. We already have Portrait Synergy, so I'm excited to see the Skinergy. They're talking it up here. Okay, so I'm just talking to them, making sure everyone's ready. We're gonna jump into the draft for Infernal in just 1 second. These guys are really funny, so it should be a really fun game. Oh man, someone is linking some Twitch links. 2-minute delay. So many people. A POV stream. So one of the players is actually streaming this. One of the players from Screaming Weenies is streaming this from his perspective. So if anyone wants to see his perspective as well, it is on a 2-minute delay. Just to let you know, Mooman is streaming this as well. We're talking about the War Chief and for the Horde. This chat is actually I asked if both teams are happy with the captains, and I got they may not be happy, but we're ready. Okay, this should be a really fun game. Let's just jump right into it. We're gonna go into the draft. And we're going to Infernal Shrines once again. Infernal Shrines. And we're gonna have the first pick over for Screaming Weenies. Again, we might see some potentially Alex Rosenband, maybe Diablo. KT's good on this map. Anyone with crazy wave clear, zone control. First ban Varian. No one wants to mess with the Twin Blades. I don't blame them. That was a snap lock Varian ban. They do not like Varian. They don't want to see it. I'll show all of you the portrait synergy. I will make sure to not switch back to my cam right away. I'm looking for some insane synergy on these teams. Alex Straza ban. That doesn't surprise me. This was probably her best map. This involves Skya, so they don't want to deal with the Dragon Queen on the shrines. That makes a lot of sense. Jaina is fantastic at wave clear. She's good in lane, so she can take camps. She can burst down the shrine, get a lot of damage on the enemy team. And the Asmo ban. So these are not surprising bans for me for this map. Varian is more of, I don't want to play against that hero because Twin Blades is really annoying. I believe that's what that is.
I will fight to my last
First
breath.
pick Rhaegar, so they are prioritizing the healer. I was not expecting that. That's really cool. I guess that's gonna be their comfort pick healer. I was expecting more wave clear at first, but we got Johanna Blaze. Really great opening. It doesn't show anything, so if they plan something, if they have a crazy plan, this doesn't show anything. It gives them a really defensive front line. bunker. It's gonna be good against any of the bursty heroes. It's really good on their shrine to negate all the damage. Okay, I see what they're doing here. Thrall and Garrosh. They are going full horde. So maybe we're gonna get like a Samuro. Potentially Gul'dan. Gul'dan would be really good on this shrine. Maybe they're gonna try to deny them something. Maybe get an ETC. Banning Kael'thas. I don't think that Miss My E sees what's happening here. They're going full smork. I believe. Full smork. Come on, full smork. They can try to take out either like a healer they don't want to see any bursty damage. Maybe they could take out Phoenix here would be okay. Hanzo would be great. Any auto attacker or damage dealer that they don't want to deal with. Genji would have been fine there too. Rainer's still available, so I'd be surprised if he's not picked up. He's really good on this. He can burst down the Immortal. Once he gets 10, has either Hyperion or Raiders to push the team away. So I'd be actually really shocked if Rainer's ignored this draft. But I don't think it's going to be on the side of Screaming Weenies. I think they're going full smork. Okay, so we go Cassia Kel'Thuzad. Kel'Thuzad's very interesting.
Victory for the Forsaken.
Okay, now I see what they did. This makes so much sense. Sylvanas Zul'jin. One of these things didn't belong here. They had 4 orc portraits and a Sylvanas. So they just showed exactly what they were doing. And we're rounding out with Lily, who is gonna kind of negate some of that Zul'jin damage with the blinds. But the KTZ could blow that up. We're gonna see how well the KTZ stacks. So we'll be following that. See, maybe I'm assuming Thrall is going to be their solo laner here. So maybe Echo. I'm gonna look for Echo. I don't know. These are some crazy drafts. I like how they committed to full smork and Sylvanas. See, you can see it here. But the Thrall is a Sylvanas portrait. They got full smork and a Sylvanas. So let's go. Oh, let's go back to my cam for a second. No one saw that. Technical error. But yeah, we're gonna load into the game real quick. We don't want to see who's on the potato computer because that would be unfair. And we are in game now. Okay, so on Miss IE, we have the dude on the Cassia, Born to Shine on Lily, Sestrin on KTZ, Namk on the Johanna, and Furry Popsicle on the Blaze, dancing over here. And then on the Smork team and Sylvanas, so you have Grogman on the Sylvanas. You don't know Mancer. Okay, I like these names. On the Zul'jin, we have Pez on the Rhaegar. Wow, these are really hard names. Tatriarchus on the Thrall, and Mumin on the Garrosh. And we're already spraying. We're screaming about the Horde. This should be a really, really interesting match to watch. For the Lich King, for the Horde. We got a chain on Garrosh. Okay, so we got some chains. Not much happening mid lane. We already have a split from Miss My E. We got Cassie on bot lane, Blaze on top lane. So they're going to be ahead on the XP soaking if they don't rotate anybody down. I'm surprised we don't see a 4-man rotation between mid-bot here with Thrall on top against the Blaze. But we do have Sylvanas on top against Blaze. She has really good wave clear. I just prefer her in the 4-man because she's able to push the structures down when she has some backup. And Nom's taking so much damage with the KTC chain into the root. Just took half the health of Thrall and Rhaegar. So 3v3 here. They're trading health pretty well. The KTZ has full health, but everyone else is trading out a little bit. And down here with the Garrosh Cassia. Garrosh versus Cassia. Not much is happening. They're just kind of ignoring each other, clearing the wave. There's an early siege camp from Miss My E, which is going to present some pressure on mid lane, which is a smart idea. It should be cleared pretty easily. They do have great wave clear. Rhaegar can get that himself. As long as KTZ is not stepping forward and chaining them, they should be able to easy clear this. And it is 2 against KTZ right now. So if they notice that, they could probably just jump forward and get that pick. Johanna rotated down, try to get this little Jhin. But it is 2v2, so nothing much is going to go down here. There's a flip on Cassia, the stun, but everyone is still okay. We have Blaze pushing it on top. This is why I was assuming Thrall would be top. Blaze can pressure the wall pretty quickly because he does have crazy wave clear. He does have more damage than Sylve. She can't step up too much because he does have the stun, the slow. We want to make sure that she stays back. Sylve does have low mana right now too, so it's gonna have to go back while the shrine is coming up. We do have 5s for both teams. It's gonna be an even shrine fight. We're gonna see who gets this. The Bruiser camp is gonna be out for Miss My E, so they're gonna have the pressure top lane. They're either gonna have to rotate someone to clean that up, or they're looking at damage on that fort, potentially losing the fort if they don't react to it in time. But that gives Screaming Weenies a head start on this shrine, and they might be able to pull this off before Miss My E even comes down. But they're just clearing up mid lane. They're trying to get ahead and soak, maybe get 7 first. They'll have a little bit of an advantage. But they do have that top lane pushing in. So Screaming Weenies is going to have to really pay attention. If they let the go, as I said, that's going to be a full fort. Those are really strong camps early on. We're just trading a little bit of damage. Not too much is happening. Sylve is getting a little low. But then we got the double Garrosh stun. Garrosh is at the health he wants to be at right now, so he is pretty safe. A lot of armor, but he is taking a lot of damage from that oil. And now Miss My E has to back up. Rhaegar was able to provide enough healing for Screaming Weenies to clear that shrine out and secure this Mortar Punisher. So the Mortar Punisher isn't that strong early on. I don't think we'll get the fort. They do have pretty good clear, so as long as they bait it over the wall, they should have this down pretty quickly. Sylvanas is going back top, so they're gonna hit 7 before Miss My E, which is probably the plan, and that's why they're splitting. So they're triple soaking, whereas Miss My E is just all on bot except for Blaze. So they're gonna get that early XP advantage, maybe try to push in a wall, maybe get the bot camp or push in for this camp here. But now they are on even talent tier, so they might not do anything too crazy, and they might just soak to 10, try to hit that faster. So when the next shrine comes up, we do have a bigger advantage. So not too much is happening right now. We're almost even on structures. Bot 4 took a little bit of damage. They're missing almost top wall because of that camp that was taken right before that shrine. So that was really great that they grabbed the Bruiser camp before the shrine popped up. We do have the bot camp up and the Bruiser camp up, so we might see a play for either of those really quick. I missed the blue team getting a kill. Okay. Miss My E takes down Rhaegar in the bot lane. And they were 4v3, so they did have the numbers advantage, and I'm not really surprised that they were able to take someone down, especially with the KT damage and the roots. So they're able to collapse on them. Cassie is able to use Fend and secure that kill. And now we're going to see Thrall go for that Bruiser camp. It is a little bit early. I would like to see him take it right before the shrine. The shrine hasn't been announced yet, so that should be a free clear from Blaze. But they do have Siege camp up as well, so they can also provide a little bit of pressure mid. Rhaegar's just casually clearing the wave with Cassia. And now there's going to be a little bit of a push in bot from Miss My E. We've got the camp out. We got KTZ, who is, let's check on the stacks. It's not up there. He's at 17 stacks. So 17 out of 40, not too bad. He should have that pretty soon. As long as they are grouped up together, he should be able to get the chains, finish that stack pretty quickly. And once that comes online, he's going to be insanely powerful. And as we saw, he's already on 10 in phylactery, so he will be able to come back at any time when he dies. Or he can just use it so that he gains health from all of his damage. And Sylv, a good wave over the wall to make sure she gets out. Right there, that would have been a problem if Sylv went down, because then they would not be able to fight this shrine right away. But we do see rotating up from the Rhaegar and the Zul'jin, this beautiful orc team. And the Bruiser Camp is going to be taken by Miss My E. Their timing on Bruiser Camp has been really good. They're able to cap it right before each shrine and get to the shrine on time. So they have been timing that absolutely perfect. It's not going to provide as much as it would if the shrine was in a different location. It should be a free clear here because they're all on the top anyway. But they do have to spend the time clearing this instead of being in there and clearing the shrine. And we got, let's see, we've got Blessed Shield comes out. We have Blessed Shield is actually not come out. Bunker's out, but all of the ults are being used. And we have Sylv and Garrosh going down with the ball lightning. So that earthquake came out, and then the ball lightning, and just stacking all of their ults on top of each other. The silence arrow, that was crazy. Actually, that was mind control. I don't know why I said silence area. That was the was the sound was the mind control, which is a very interesting ult. You don't usually see that. I'm surprised that one was chosen, but that's actually really cool. They were able to isolate a target. It did turn out poorly for them because they do have K2Z, who is stacking pretty quickly and able to burst the damage, especially in like really small spots. So here they keep fighting in little choke areas, which is not going to work out for them because K2Z has huge area of effect damage. So they gotta be careful with their positioning, especially in top shrine. There are not many safe ways to get into the top shrine, especially when you have someone like K2Z and a lot of stuns. So they have the Johanna stun and the Blaze stun. So if they come up here, they're gonna get pinched and there's gonna be a lot of damage that goes out. But I do love their commitment to the Orc and Sylvanas. That is absolutely beautiful. But we do see the Arcane Punisher coming out for Miss My E. This should be top 4. Arcane Punisher is really powerful with those lasers. This should be an easy top 4. He might push down part of the keep wall if the whole team stays here. Sylv is now going bot. She's going to try to even this out by getting bot fort. But do we see Zul'jin go down? Zul'jin does go down with a Blessed Shield securing that kill. And we do see some damage going down on this keep wall. They might actually get the entire keep wall. So with the second Punisher, only 10 minutes in, they do have the 13 advantage. And they're already putting pressure on this keep. So now they're opening up a win condition for themselves. And this is going to be a huge difference later on in the game if they win a team fight. Or if they win another shrine on top. And they're just going to take this camp. Unfortunately, Screaming Weenies can't do too much about it because they do have Sylv bot lane. They don't see Blaze at the moment, so they can't actually say if it's 5v4 yet. Garrosh gets a flip on Johanna, but they turn around and KTZ does a lot of damage on that Zul'jin. So unfortunately for them, unfortunately for Screaming Weenies, Miss My E has a lot of damage in these little confined areas. So they're going to have to be really careful. I think that the later fights are going to be very difficult for them if they keep grouping up too closely to each other. Because the chain comes out and then there's a lot of follow-up from Miss My E with the stuns and the Johanna pull, the Lily blinds. And they've been on point with the follow-up to the targets. Now they're invading 3v5, invading the camp, and they do get a kill on Sylvanas with the Shadow Fissure. Wow. Okay, so this KTZ is starting to do a lot of damage. He's able to secure the roots and the chains on 2 individuals and then hit them with Shadow Fissure. And that was goodbye Sylvanas twice after doing that. So now Miss My E, they are approaching 16. Screaming Weenies wants to fight them right now. This is the last time to fight before the level 16 advantage. So they're going to push him for a fight with Earthquake. But Bunker goes down. And they're going to get out of here unscathed. And they might actually be able to get this kill on Garrosh. No. Okay, so the Rhaegar heals are absolutely on point. They were not able to secure that, but they will still be 16 first. So mid-shrine should be going to them if Screaming Weenies does not catch up on XP. They do have Sylv free pushing top though. They have to counter that Sylv push because if Sylv is left alone, she's going to take all of their structures. The shrine is announced. Again, they're getting this bruiser camp at the perfect time. They already took the bruiser camp for Screaming Weenies, so there is no top pressure during the shrine for the Screaming Weenies. But we will have that bruiser camp pushing towards the keep, so they're going to have to rotate up someone to clear that out, or else they might actually take a lot of keep damage. And here is Rhaegar goes down so early. This is going to be a free shrine for Miss My E. That was an unfortunate pick. He is down for 30 seconds. So now they're just going to rotate up and clear this bruiser camp while Miss My E secures this immortal for themselves. And the Frozen Punisher. So it's probably going to take this fort. It shouldn't do too much more. They do have really good clear. Sylvanas did take possession though. You don't usually see possession on Sylvanas. So mind control and possession on Sylvanas. A very unique build that I absolutely love. It was really exciting to see, but there are going to be tons and tons of large waves on the map when they're letting Syl free push. So it's an interesting choice. Maybe we'll see another mind control Earthquake combo with the flip and then the Zul'jin guillotine. We'll see what happens here. But as far as fights go, Miss My E have been really on point with their target calling and follow-ups. And the Blaze is coming down. They are leaving Sylv to free push top. But as you can see right here, the Punisher roots and takes and sets it up so that Miss My E can get a double kill there on Garrosh and Rhaegar. The orcs are falling. And Blaze rotates back up to go deal with that Sylv. She's not much of an issue at the moment. They can afford to lose that fort. But they are doing absolutely fine here mid lane. They already have the wall. So the keep wall is down. They have 2 keep walls down and a little bit of damage to top keep. So they have 2 spots that if they win a team fight this late. Oh, and wow, Blaze actually got that solo kill on Sylvanas while she was rotating back down to her team. So that was a really good pick off. Sylvanas is going to be down for 30 seconds. They don't have to worry about her free pushing top lane anymore. And they can just take the camps. They can finish off this bot fort. They can open it up so they only have keeps left. And this way, if they win a fight, they will be hitting 21st. So if Miss My E wins one fight, that could be potential game for them. They don't need the shrine to finish, but the next shrine is bot. So taking down this fort would actually be a huge advantage for them, because then that shrine will actually push the keep if they win it. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're taking the siege camp, they're running it in. They're gonna make sure they secure this fort before that even procs. It's smart. They don't see anyone on the map, but they know that that camp is up, so they probably just assumed that Screaming Weenies is on this camp. And we have a rotate down. Sylv is again free pushing top. She's gonna get that fort, that's fine. It doesn't really matter, but if they leave that bruiser camp alone, it will push to keep, and it can take keep by itself. So that someone will have to rotate up there. I assume Blaze will rotate up after this fight, but we have the combo from KTZ out again, getting so many people low. But that was a beautiful clutch ancestral on the Garrosh from Rhaegar to save his life. And this Rhaegar has been playing really well. He has some very clutch heals. Just the KTZ has been able to stack pretty early and get insane damage up on them. So there's a Lily finishing off with the blind. And they're actually going to take this keep. So if they secure this fort here, Sylvanas is taking top keep though. So Sylvanas evened it out top keep. And there's that bruiser camp. So someone does have to fix that. And they are level 20. Miss My E is level 20 right now, so they might try to end. If they can get some kills here, they could end the game. Oh my gosh, they do get the kill on Zul'jin, but KTZ is mind controlled, and they're able to turn it around. Lily is really, really low, but they're still going for it. They have Bunker tanking the core, and they're all able to get that armor from Bunker and use it to secure the kill on Rhaegar too. So with the Lily ult, they are going to take game one. Miss My E just took down the orc team. So Sylva's doing a pretty good job pushing there. It's just unfortunate because Miss My E was able to rotate a lot quicker and clear and take camps at more ideal times. So they were ahead on XP the entire game, and it was really hard for Screaming Weenies to catch up to that. And they had an overall better comp for shrines. Sorry, just... So we're gonna get it. The next one is gonna be on Volskaya. So we're gonna go to Volskaya Foundries. This was actually picked by it was picked by Miss May E. So that was the team that just won, and I'm actually looking forward to this. I don't see Volskaya very often. I love this map. I think it's going to be really cool to check it out. Let me just get these people in the lobby. I'm sorry about this. But yeah, that was really cool that they committed to an all-orc comp. That was exciting. The Rhaegar was trying his best to keep his team alive, but that KTZ just really worked out for them. I'm wondering if they're going to run another KTZ comp or another Bursty Mage. I'm very interested in seeing what they would run on Volskaya, because it runs similarly to Infernal Shrines in that it's all about rotations and when you capped the camps and everything. So I'm interested to see what they will pick for their 4-man. And I think they're taking a little bit of a break. Let me see. Okay, nope. I do have them in the lobby. They're just adding their teammates now, so just give me a couple of seconds. I wonder if we're going to be talking about synergy anymore. Okay. We're gonna get Grogman and his team in here. Maybe we'll get another smart commitment. Hopefully. I want to see a Samuro. I've not casted a game with a Samuro yet. I'm ready for a Samuro. I just gotta fix one thing. I'll actually be back in what?
Volskaya Industries.
I'm on mute. Oh my god. Oh my god. I was on mute this entire time. We see Jimmy banned out this time. From Screaming Weenies. I didn't see Jimmy. Jimmy was just like ignored last game. Banning out Varian too. They don't want Twin Blades variant. They don't want Taunt. They don't want any of that part of the alliance. I do not blame them. I do not like Varian. So they took out Varian Jaina. They're taking out 2 of the strongest alliance members. So, oh, and a target ban for the KTZ. So maybe we'll see a different mage come out on the side of Miss My E. But they're gonna first pick Phoenix. Really strong on this map. Great wave clear. He can take camps. He's really good on the point. He does so much damage. So if he goes Arsenal Synergy, he's going to be able to deck out a lot of damage. I wouldn't be surprised if they paired him with some sort of slows if they're going for Salvo. But we got Muradin. So Muradin is going to be the tank. Enter Run. Oh my god. Okay, this has already gotten spicy. Tyrann Muradin, the stun combo. They've already got so much CC and a lot of burps. So we do see Diablo, probably a Lightning Breath Salvo then, and Greymane. They're taking away Greymane, taking away one of the alliance damages, and that is a really powerful 3-man right there. Diablo, the charge, flip. Greymane is gonna do so much damage to that Tyrann, maybe with Go for the Throat. We're gonna see, but they do have a lot of CC already on the side of Screaming Weenies. And Mouth is banned out, so Tyrann's lover Mouth is gone. Are we gonna see potentially? I mean, it has to be. Yeah, it has to be an Uther. I was gonna say it has to be an Uther, right? And then we picked up the Urel as well. So maybe Tyrann is their main damage dealer. I know I was muted for a really long time, but all I said was the most elite, perfect casting things. And my insight was so incredible that you'd think I was a GM. And to round out Miss My E, we have Leoric and Rhaegar. So that's a really solid comp. They have a lot of blow up potential. Leoric is great solo laner here. A lot of wave clear. They're going to have Entomb at the end. Or at 10, so maybe get a cool Entomb on Falstad if they can. But Screaming Weenies is actually really, really self-sustaining and has a really high health. So it's going to be harder to blow up any of these. So we might actually see Cursed Bullet from Greymane. If he can get to the Tyrann or Falstad, they are dead. But he has to go through a very thick front line to do so. So we're actually gonna not look at this loading screen. And this is when we see my green screen move because my dog has decided to enter the camera area. Sorry about that. They committed to the alliance. They all have Arthas portraits. You have to appreciate the Arthas portraits, right? They are very, very committed to their theme drafts. So I'm actually really excited to watch them in the future because that's incredible. They just changed their portraits and they changed their drafts. So Miss My E, here they are, Furry Popsicle, always dancing on his hero before the game. You can always look at solo laner Furry Popsicle for a good dance at the beginning. We got a pleb horse on the side of Screaming Weenies. That is respect. Pez is riding the pleb horse. You have to respect that. For the alliance, burn the tree. These are very nice teams. Good sportsmanship. I do really love their commitment. The light shall burn you. They're not even paying attention to the game because they're too busy memeing. And I have to appreciate that. I like a good meme. The Falstead is going to be the solo top against Leoric. I'm surprised we don't see a 4-man rotation between mid and top. But Leoric is semi doing that. He's hanging out in between both lanes if he needs to rotate. We do have Greymane against the Urel. Greymane does win this fight if he stays in human form. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see the Urel go down here. And she does get out. She did go the auto attack talent at 1, so she is going to be able to heal back up. But she can't actually approach Greymane when he is in human form because he is going to do way too much damage to her. And Turan's coming down just to help out, give a little bit of a heal. The Screaming Weenies is taking this turret camp a little after 1, so this will be back up when the objective spawns. We already had it taken by Miss My E. They took it at a slightly better time, but they will both be up during this objective, about halfway through this objective. So we've got the turrets on Phoenix and Muradin. And I'm interested to see if there's going to be a play for this support camp prior to the shrine. We will hit 4 about the same time. They're trying to burst down the Muradin, but Muradin is just has way too much health. So it did not work out for them. And Urel is getting really aggressive on the Greymane and doing very well. So there's even fight every lane at the moment. Everyone's about same level health. 1-3-1 split for each team. They're doing a good job clearing the waves, not getting into too many unfavorable fights. Both teams are taking their siege camps at the same time, so they should cancel each other out in the lanes. Miss My E is a little ahead in XP, but nothing too big. They should both be able to fight on this point. Hit 7 around the same time. I would like to see both teams leave the objective to pick up their turret camp again to gain their advantage. We'll see what happens because we still have Falstead, Leoric top. Leoric's just clearing out that camp, but Falstead does have fly up, so this is actually bigger advantage for the Falstead. Oh, Leoric is coming down now. No, he's staying up there. Okay, he wants to get some damage, delay Falstead from flying while the fight goes down in mid. And Greymane is still clearing bots, so they are actually, Miss My E is going to get 7 first. And it looks like they're kind of trying to push for 7 a little bit harder before coming into this objective. And they're willing to play this patiently, wait it out. That is nice to see, but Phoenix is going to go down. Muradin with that stun stops him from teleporting, and he does go down as first blood. So now Screaming Weenies actually does have this advantage. Phoenix will be back, so they can re-engage. But the turret camp is back up for Miss My E, and they're going for it, and they do have time. They do have a lot of time to get back on this objective before it's fully capped. So I do like that they left this objective to go get the turret camp. Screaming Weenies does have the same option, but because there's already 69% capped, they can't really do it at this moment. A good stun on the Rhaegar. They were not able to follow up on that, but Urel is flipped and she goes down. So that Diablo charge really turned that fight there. Trans stun goes out, but it doesn't do too much. Phoenix is able to just walk away. And now this should be an objective cap for Miss My E. I'm not sure they will come back in. Urel is going to be a little bit late, so they would have to engage as 4, and they are not going to. So with this objective, I would like to see them maybe take this wall and then immediately rotate top, take that well down. So they do have the advantage come top shrine. And that's exactly what they're doing, taking the wall, rotating up. So their rotations have been on point in both games. They are a full level of experience ahead, almost 2 levels. They're going to hit 10 first. They can potentially push for this entire fort. They're gonna hit 10 off of this protector actually, so they should be able to get this well minimum. Probably will get this fort here. And Urel is soaking bot lane and Muradin was soaking mid, so they're actually hitting 10 a lot faster than Screaming Weenies will. And a lot of damage goes down on the Uther. But it's okay, he will still walk away. This fort is going down. First fort of the game. And being able to secure that fort, there will be no well or anything to back into for Screaming Weenies for the next objective, which will be top lane. And they are able to secure this heal camp for free. So they have a really nice level lead. The alliance is not working out at the moment, but they are playing patiently. Screaming Weenies is playing very patiently, waiting for 10s. They're not going to do anything crazy. They're giving up structures. They're giving up walls if they need to. They know that they can't fight this 9 to 11, so they're being very patient. You gotta appreciate that. And Phoenix is getting slightly aggressive, but he can do that right now because they do have a very nice lead. And now there's a rotation, 4 rotation on Urel. She is in Tomb, so she is not getting out of this alive. So that was a really big pick for Miss Mai. Now they can go get camps. They can push in a fort or a wall. They have the option to take something of Screaming Weenies because they do still have that advantage and numbers advantage. They decide to play it safe. They're pushing for 13. They want 13 when the top shrine comes up. Gotta respect that. Falstead doesn't see them on the map and backs up. That was a really good call. He's gonna probably go get the camp. Maybe not get the camp yet. But now it's 10 to 12. They do need to soak all 3 lanes. We have Turan bot lane. 3 rotating into the turret camp. But they're going to have a really hard time fighting the top protector. They might just have to give it up, which is tough because they can just... Miss Mai can just walk into that keep. And they're going to take this fort. Falstead can't do too much about it. Waiting for the wave. Not going to take too much damage. They should get this fort free, but Screaming Weenies realizes that this is their best chance to fight before 13, and they are coming in for that fight. Lightning Breath comes out. Turan is too low, but they do save their fort. So they're able to delay 13 by saving their fort. Miss Mai is once again getting camp at the absolute perfect time. They already had Greymane pick up the turret camp. They're ready to go for the top objective. They have the healing pulse. They're in a really good position for this objective. Falstead is trying to save mid fort, but it goes down anyway. So Screaming Weenies can't really come in here safely. There are a lot of choke points. We do have Lightning Breath down, but there are so many walls, not many escape points on this shrine. Support camp is back up. They can go grab that if they want to, but they're swapping Luark and Rhaegar. Rhaegar is a good one to stand on that point as damage and tanks push forward, trying to make sure that there's no engaging from the Screaming Weenies, who are still down 13, so they can't do too much unless they pick a target and full commit and hope for the best. They're getting really risky trying to go in here fighting before 13. They see 4 of them, so they probably didn't know if Leoric was hiding, soaking safely, and they're gonna go for this fight. Urel are really low, but she uses Ardent Defender to absorb, and this is actually working out for Screaming Weenies. They're taking Leoric down really fast, but then Uther is going down, but Uther can heal his team when he goes down, so he's probably the best one to go down in a fight. But Miss Mai just cleaned that up. So it's a 4 for 1. That is absolutely worth. They're going to walk this protector to the keep. There are still 15 seconds before they're all up. So they will at least get the wall with damage to the keep. Might not get the full keep if it is defended properly, but Tyrande can't do too much to the defender other than press her D and auto attack. And Urel's getting a little too aggressive there and goes down. The protector press the laser and the Q, and then Urel's life was just over. And Uther might go down here once again. No, he gets out. But this is a definite keep for Miss My E. And now they've opened up the win condition. Are they going for a win? If they can get a couple more kills, then they can win this game. Down goes Muradin. So their front line is gone. And they can just move in here for a win. I like the Starfall. You don't usually see Starfall on Tyrande. It's usually Shadow Stock, but we are backing out. Okay, we don't have enough time on the Protector to get too much core damage down. So we're safely backing out. We do have 16 on Miss My E to 13 on Screaming Weenies. So they can actually, Miss My E can take anything. They're going to go for the siege camp. Put a little bit more pressure on the core. They have free reign to do whatever they want on this map at the moment. But they got Uther in an entomb, and this should be a dead Uther? No. Yes, okay, Uther does go down. And we see the Wraith Walk negating some damage from Screaming Weenies. And Leoric might go down. No. That was a clutch heal from Rhaegar, but Leoric does go down anyway. From that bird. Tyrande birds killing Leoric. So Miss My E is backing up. They can get the heal camp. They can secure the turrets. They can secure whatever they want at the moment. They're yelling, "Stop it, no you, no more owls." These are fun teams. They've been like this all draft too. They're actually not invading the turret camp. I'm surprised by that actually. So Miss A is gonna just be safe. They're gonna try to have 20. They're gonna get 20 before Screaming Weenies unless there is a good team fight that happens. And Screaming Weenies wipes Miss My E. The next Protector though is on the conveyor belts of death. So this is a really hard area to fight. Especially with that comp. So maybe if Tyrande can hit some more really good owls, she'll get into the mind of Miss My E. Doesn't seem like they're really missing too many E's though. Honestly. Okay, so it is going to be 16 to 18. Screaming Weenies is going to want to fight here before 20. So I believe they're going to just wait until the Protector. But they need to go in now. This is their last chance. Probably their last chance to fight before 20. But we still have Tyrande Urel on top, clearing out some Kata pressure. Pushing back that wave so that they don't have to back during the shrine. And this is the best time to fight. We're 18, almost 19 for Miss My E. Screaming Weenies is their time to try to secure a couple of kills. Maybe level out the XP. Maybe steal this Protector. They need to fight. They need to find a good target and go in. Use everything they have to try to secure a target. And they're playing very patiently. They're waiting for their opportunity. Slowly rotating into the shrine. There was a stun on Phoenix, but nobody followed up on that. So we're going to see when this fight starts to happen. It's already 70% on the Protector, so they do need to go in. The Urel is going in now. Trying to stop that Rhaegar. But Miss My E is just going to back out for a second. Let them get a couple Let them get a little bit of a percentage on there. And Leoric goes down with the Hinterland's Blast. But Miss My E is able to turn around, kill Uther, kill Tyrande. Uther will be healing his team, so those three will get out. But this looks like a protector for Miss My E again. And this could potentially be game. Greymane is rotating up to steal that turret camp. And that's going to help with either taking down this keep or dropping it on the core. So there is a little bit more damage to come out. But yes, free protector. They have not even lost a fort this game. So this has been a very convincing win. I assume this is a win. I know I'm speculating. It might not be a win. There's still hope. There's always hope if they burst down this protector. And we're going to use Hunter's Mark on the protector, so it's going to take significantly more damage from Falstad. The owl quest is done, so we got 80 owl stacks. Those burbs are going to hurt. Almost one-shot Phoenix with those burbs. And we are going in for the core. We have 2 turrets. Those are going to go down. Urel goes down. This should be game. Will we get the kill on Rhaegar? No. A shield. That clutch shield. But Greymane is going to go down from the core. And that is GG. 2-0. Miss My E. You got to love that commitment to the Alliance and the Horde, though. I can show the stats real quick if anyone wants to see the stats. We did have a lot of damage on Phoenix. Tyrande did the most damage in the game. Tyrande is legit? Not really. But she did a lot of damage. She was able to finish her stacking quest. It was very good Tyrande play. They didn't have enough damage or I guess CC or engage to actually take down Miss My E. So it was a 2-0 victory for Miss My E. Even though they didn't miss E's. But we're gonna just check out who else is on. I'm gonna pass it over. We're gonna raid someone. You know what? We're gonna raid Bobo. He is currently in a game. Okay, so we're raiding Bobo. Be nice. He is also very nice. Say hi to him. Be friendly. And everyone have a beautiful night. Goodbye. Kill on Rhaegar. No. A shield. That clutch shield. But Greymane is going to go down from the core. And that is GG.